Well, great experience for Justin Ramsey, Norfolk pitching coach, to be here with the Orioles for a few days. This is interesting for you. Not a lot of teams have done this in the past. You're taking some time out of your AAA season to be here. What's your schedule like during this week?
Just trying to take in as much information as I can. Obviously, great resources here with the Orioles. So, getting with Holty and Holmesy and just kind of sitting in on meetings and seeing how they're doing things here. So, hopefully, I can better prepare the guys that are down in Norfolk so they're ready to rock when they get up here.
I'd love to talk about a couple of those guys in Norfolk. Maybe some names some people have asked you about. DL Hall, not sure if you're familiar with his work.
Heard of it.
He is one of the players that Orioles fans have been very interested in the last few years. You've had him now for a few starts this season. What have you seen in DL, and where has his growth been?
He's been fantastic both on and off the field in terms of growth. He's done a really good job of getting, ahead of hitters. His last outing, he was 18 of 20 first pitch strikes. Obviously, that's been a big, focus for him is the strike throwing component. And I know, people talk about the walks, but I think if you've paid attention to his outings, even last year in Bowie into this year, there's still some walks, but they're far more competitive. The zone is getting attacked with every pitch. And so even when there are the walks, it's not like they're spray shots like they might have been in 19 and years prior. He's a lot more consistent when it comes to working around the zone.
What has led to that consistency?
I think he's just doing a really good job of, learning his delivery and repeating it. He's made that a big focus, and it's a credit to him and everything he's done in his offseason and in-season work to maintain that.
Grayson Rodriguez obviously is out right now with the lat strain, but was pitching so well before he went down. Where did you see Grayson take a couple of steps forward this year?
Obviously, he's been pretty good for a while, but he's made it like a mission of his to kind of have something every year, and he continues to utilize all of his pitches better, understanding the shapes and kind of adding in the cutter more consistently as opposed to something he just showed. Now he's got an extra weapon, and he's able to mix both breaking balls to both sides and start navigating a lineup a third time through, which is, something obviously after a shortened 2020, we were a little more, cognizant of what these guys were doing with their innings. And so having the ability to go through a lineup a third time, I think, is huge for his growth.
How do you measure, because you just mentioned that short in 2020, and we're not too far removed from that yet, how do you measure progress relative to maybe what you and the organization expected a couple of years ago when you take a lost season into account?
I think you just kind of have to focus on the little things. What was the goal that day? Are they chipping away at, whatever the long-term, off-season plan was, or in-game adjustments, just looking at those things and finding, the victories within those.
This is your fourth year with the organization. I know from Delmarva in 2019 to Norfolk now. Where have you most seen the Orioles pitching grow in your time here?
Ooh, good question. I think it's just the consistent message has become a second nature for everyone. It speeds up the process. I think obviously there's been a lot of really good hires up and down the system, both on the offensive side, the pitching side, the analytics side, all of that. But now that we're all on the same page and message because we've been doing it longer, it really speeds up the process, and you can see the results on the field as the players grow.
Justin, thanks for spending a few minutes with us, and good luck the rest of the year in Norfolk.
Appreciate it. Thanks for having me.
Justin Ramsey, pitching coach for the Norfolk Tides here in Baltimore.